This situation right here, it's uncomfortable. And I don't even know where to start from because this is really, really annoying. So there's this Asian comedian on stage. He is confident. He is in his element. The crowd is warmed up. He's joking about deportation. And at first, he's laughing, smiling, clearly thinking he's landing the punchline. Then he brings Black American into it. And you can feel the shift. He was laughing, but the Black people in the audience, they weren't. And that's the part that makes this deeper than it was a bad joke. It wasn't funny. Not because people are too sensitive, but because deportation isn't just a word. It's heavy, it carries history, it carries pain. So when you aim that at a community whose ancestors were forcefully brought into the country, it hits differently. Imagine sitting in that audience as a Black American. Your family has been in this country for generations, and someone on stage is casually joking about sending you back. Back where? That's not just a factual mistake, that's a historical one. Black Americans are not immigrants in the modern sense. They didn't choose to come here. Their roots in America go back over 400 years. Welcome back to Chat with Faith, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Credit goes to the original creator for every single clip used in this episode. We've got small clips and conversation coming your way, so stay tuned. Let's chat.
The bad kind that enters your home without a warrant. My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except Black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You're just giving them more room to breathe. But I understand. Can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport Black people? Yeah, I'm actually training for the 3-gun competition right now. That's where you shoot a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun in under 3 minutes. Just in case I get carjacked at an Antifa rally. And a flock of quail fly by. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much. Problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except Black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You're just giving them more room to breathe. But I understand. Can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport Black people?
Did you get picked? Like, I know some of the people in the crowd were laughing with you, but the shit wasn't funny. And knowing how uneducated people are in America, especially about Black Americans, you can't convince me that some of the people that were voting against their best interests were doing that so that Black Americans could potentially be terrorized by ICE. Like, I remember the rhetoric in February and January of last year. Then they were like, oh, ICE isn't going to come after us. We're citizens, and we're naturalized citizens. They made an amendment to make sure that we have our rights. And that's when some of these people were like, wait, Black Americans actually have rights? They treat them like shit, but they got rights? They got more rights than us. This is making me angry. And it's just like, it's crazy how much these people hate us and how much they're willing to bend the white supremacy to get a little laugh off the backs of Black people. And it's just like, shit wasn't even funny to begin with. And it's just, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, why is everybody so concerned about Black Americans all the time? I really don't get it.
Let me get this clear. This woman right here, this individual does not represent the Asian community. Her POC card is revoked. She is not a person of color anymore. White people, you can have her. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm sick and tired of seeing my Asian people in the comments talking about, I apologize on her behalf. I apologize for her behavior. Oh my God, I am so ashamed of being Asian. Shut the fuck up. You shouldn't apologize for someone else, bro. Real shit. Like, she is not even part of our community, so don't even. Why would we let this woman represent our community when she's making us look bad? No, she is not Asian. Period. Another thing I want to say is that two wrongs do not make a right. Just because you've seen this one Asian, I put the quotation marks around the Asian because she's not Asian in my book. Just because you've seen this one Asian lady be racist does not mean you should be racist to all Asian people. This one Asian lady should not represent the Asian community as a whole. That's ridiculous. Do not respond in racism towards Asian people as a whole, bro. You're coming for me who's not racist. You're coming for everybody who's not racist. Every Asian that's not racist. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if you see the comments of this video, you see everybody moving like New York drill rappers if they were racist. They're talking about every Asian shot, every Asian dead, smoking on all Asians. I'm on PT with every Asian. Stop Asian hate, more like go Asian hate. Fuck all the Asians. Like, relax, please. She is not Asian. She does not represent our community. Please. Another point I want to make is that Asian people and black people should not go against each other. We are both minorities in America. If anything, we should reunite and fight against the system, the unfair system. Tension between the Asian community and the black community has been here for a very long time. You can clearly see this in the 1992 LA riots. But this is what the media wanted. This is what the government wanted. They want minorities to go against each other. So we should change that and join forces. Like, what are we doing? Imagine how powerful we will be. Like, look at Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. We should be like these. We should be like them. Like, look at Blasian people, bro. A lot of them love saying I'm Blasian every 5 seconds. They love saying I'm Blasian every sentence that they make. But you know why they do that? It's because they're very proud of being both black and Asian. They united. That's a terrible fucking point. That's a bad example. But I think you get what I mean. I think you get what I. So the moral of the story is that we should stop racism. Stop. And as minorities in America, we should all unite.
Boy, I started smiling so big when I saw this woke Asian female spit nothing but heat. I just want to say thank you. She hit the nail right on the head.
For all the racist fucks that keep saying they have black fatigue, I think it's time we set the record straight. You don't have black fatigue. You have history fatigue. You're tired of being reminded that black people didn't just participate in the world. They were a huge part in shaping it. Every race and every culture has benefited from the sacrifices that black people have made. The civil rights movement didn't just open doors for black Americans. It expanded freedoms for everyone. And the shameful part is black people hardly, if ever, get the credit for it. Black people aren't just in music and sports. You guys need to get out more, okay? Black people are doctors, lawyers, pilots, judges, engineers, educators, innovators, and the list goes on. They hold up systems that people rely on daily while pretending that contribution doesn't exist. And no, this isn't pandering. This is lived experience. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood with very few black people and no other Asians. And at that time, the only culture that accepted me without question was the black culture. So when people talk about a world without black people, they expose how very little they understand about the world they already live in. Without black people, you don't get a world with less noise. You get a world with less creativity, less freedom, less culture, and less progress. If that truth exhausts you, it's not fatigue. It's discomfort with knowing how much you benefit from this world without acknowledging the source.
Happy Black History Month.
Hold on, I have to shut the door and tell you guys this. I was talking to this guy, and when I say talking, just a friend. And he's Asian and white. And he tells me, like, I was like, hey, are you worried about, like, Trump and the things that he's been saying and people going to different countries, not being able to come back into the U.S.? He dead ass looks me in the face and he says, like, he's not really worried because most people think he's white. I paused. The way I paused and looked at him made me realize that mixed black people are not the only ones who have like that blindness to think that they don't look black. Because when he said it to me, I was like, do I correct him? He really thinks he does not look Asian. And I was like looking at him dumbfounded because I was like, no, but you look Asian. So now I've realized that biracial black people are not the only ones who have that blindness. And I did not correct him because at this time I was like, I don't think he needs that lesson from me. I don't think he needs it from me.
The Asian community is literally so anti-black, and it literally fucking pisses me off. Like, we are literally so uneducated, uninformed, just misinformed everything about the black community, and it pisses me off. And like, it just boggles my mind how a lot of Asians see black people as beneath them. I shit you not, I literally saw someone on my story and I literally was so gagged. Like, I was like, are you serious right now? And I sent him a message, ask him if he's being serious about this. This guy is Bhutanese. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but like, I guess he got like some kind of spray tan or whatever because he's doing some kind of stupid movie shoot or whatever. Roy posts on his story and says, because his skin is like 10 shades darker or something, he said, "Can I say the N-word now?" with a ninja emoji next to it. I slid up so fucking quick and I asked this man, are you fucking serious right now? And guess what? That man left me on red. Need I say again that he is not black? He is Bhutanese from Bhutan or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Quite honestly, like, the Asian community is literally so underhandedly racist to the black community, and it just, like, not to mention the black community is one of the most supportive of marginalized groups that has ever, like, uplifted the Asian community and actually put effort into supporting us. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of Asians off for saying that, but it's literally the truth, and I fucking see it for what it is.
You think I'm back where you are? Huh? You betrayed this country.
He betrayed the country.
Listen, the whole country, United States of America, it's the fucking Constitution, bitch.
So this man is on a train in New York, where I'm from, minding his business, and this Asian lady is just cussing him out like a dog in the street. She talked about the Constitution. She told him he betrayed the country. And you know what? This is a clear depiction of how Black Americans feel right now with everything that's going on. People from every single nation is blaming us for things that we have no control over. We've been getting attacked left and right for things that have nothing to do with us. People from other countries have been joining our panel saying that we're destabilizing their countries and stealing the resources. And we all been looking around like, what the fuck? We American, but we're Black Americans. We are not doing anything to you. We don't have the power to deport you. So for y'all to keep screaming and yelling and shouting out to us from the rooftops, this video, I was like, oh my God, that's literally what we've been experiencing the last few months. Everybody and their mother coming for Black people, and we just like, what the fuck did we do? Cause what did we do? How we got in it? How did we get in it? Child, what y'all think about this? Red Love is the Brooklyn Way. This video summed up our experience lately so perfectly.
Being Black in America is funny to everybody except us, because we actually have to live through all the BS. We've had to live through it, and we continue to live through it. And now we have comedians who are finding humor in their racist jokes against us.
My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except Black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You're just giving them more room to breathe. But I understand, can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport Black people?
African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning. Because we are the majority in this country.
But we know.
We have the ability to take over this country and to do what is needed for everyone and to make things fair.
We know.
But the problem is our communities are divided. They're completely divided. And I talk about this all the time, is that, like, for Asian Americans and for African Americans, we probably have one of the worst relationships between any community.
Well, I bet you a lot of Asian Americans too don't, in my experience, don't even realize that if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, if it wasn't for that,
yes,
there would not be 22 million Asian Americans in this
country.
Hello.
Thank you. And what I have been trying to teach the Asian community is like, friends, do you understand that your success, your prosperity, your civil rights that you enjoy right now was paid for with black blood? Yes.
The thing is that we know. We've always known. And we sang it from the rooftops. But people just don't want to listen because they want to be the model minority, especially the Asians. I've seen multiple videos of Asians saying that they were taught that they needed to align themselves with whiteness, uphold white supremacy, so that they could be the model minority and get more benefits and have a easier, successful life when they migrate here. All of the other immigrants, I don't even know what they think. I don't know, but it seems like everybody generally, they're told to avoid us. They're told that we're bad. They believe the negative stereotypes and the negative propaganda that they see when they're back home praying and dying and wishing to come over to America. They see these negative images of us. They see us on TV fighting, and they're only shown negativity. So it doesn't matter what we say. It doesn't matter how many of us that they meet that's successful, literal millionaires, 100,000aires, business owners, holding multiple degrees, rearing children successfully, living in beautiful neighborhoods. It doesn't matter. They still want to compete with us because they want to be better. They feel like we're ungrateful and we don't deserve what we have. An immigrant told me this earlier on a panel. And ultimately, it seems like they just don't like us. Now, not every single individual person from these communities have or share these same sentiments, but enough do, to whereas it's like the collective. So we know this. We know. But do they know? And maybe they'll hear it and receive it better coming from someone that looks more like them. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
When the comedian laughed while saying it, and the room stayed quiet, that silence wasn't random. It was discomfort. It was disbelief. It was people thinking, does he know our history? Because this moment showed something else too. A lack of knowledge about Black history. And here is the thing. This doesn't have to turn into Asian versus Black. That's not helpful. Communities of colors have both experienced discrimination. There is shared struggle there. But shared struggle also means shared responsibility to understand each other. Comedy works better when it's clever, not when it's careless. At the end of the day, nobody is saying comedian can't push boundaries. But when you joke about deporting people whose families have been here for centuries, that's a disconnect. Maybe that wasn't about anger. Maybe it was about embarrassment, realizing in real time that the joke didn't make sense, because history matters, and knowing it matters even more when you have a microphone. So what do you think? Was it just an awkward moment on stage, or was it a reminder that some topic requires understanding before humor? Let's talk about it respectfully by dropping a comment. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video.